You are in your office looking over your performance report and it happened again. Your low-performing employee failed to meet quota this month, even after you spoke with them about the importance of meeting goals. This employee has a great attitude and you know they can do better. You just do not know how to motivate them to reach the goal. Money used to work, but that has worn off. You are baffled and you know being frustrated makes matters worse. What do? This workshop focuses on how to better coach your employees to a higher performance. Coaching is a process of relationship building and setting goals. How well you coach relates directly to how well you are able to foster a great working relationship with your employees, through understanding them and strategic goal setting. An easy-to-understand coaching model taught in this workshop will guide you through the coaching process. Prepare to change a few things about yourself in order to coach your employees to better a performance. Before you leave this session today, you should be more familiar on the topic of coaching your people to better performance. We have 5 objectives that will allow us to achieve the overall goal of becoming better coaches. Here is our learning objective for today. Identify the steps necessary in defining the current state or reality of your employee's situation. Pre-assignment review. The purpose of the pre-assignment is to get you thinking about the coaching and mentoring strategies you're already using, and where you may need to improve. List 3 areas in relation to coaching and mentoring you feel you are strong. List 3 areas in regards to coaching and mentoring where you would like to see improvement. If you came away from this workshop with only one thing, what would that be? Take a moment to note answers. Module 3, Understanding the Realities. In the last module, you plotted a marker in the horizon as a beacon, guiding your employee to a specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely goal. This is a great start, but there is also a need to know where your journey began. Placing a marker at the starting point of your employee's coaching journey enables both you and your employee to determine and measure progress. The goal in the offing may never seem to get any closer, because you have no point of reference to gauge your progress. In this module, you will learn how to place that stake in the ground, marking the beginning of the coaching journey. Examining the current realities is the second component or the R of the GROW model. Let us delve into this concept to learn more about it. Framing the reality of the situation for your employee is an important step to accepting the coaching process. It is easier for you to outline your employee's performance problem, but this does not create the most receptive environment. In order to gain acceptance of the problem, it is best to let the employees come to the realization themselves. Neglecting to do this could result in a non-responsive employee. They may feel apprehensive or defensive and shut down. They may go along with your coaching, but their attitude is that of just getting the coaching session over with in the least amount of time. Involving your employee is easy if you're willing to ask questions, listen, and guide your employee to where they are in their performance. Here are 4 simple questions you can ask. What is happening now? How often is this happening? When does it happen? What is the affect? These questions help you to guide your employee to a place where they can see their performance affect the organization. When they realize the impact on their own, more buy-in is created. In addition, more information may be obtained on why your employee is not performing at the level they should be achieving. The realization of the problem marks the starting point. It also serves as a marker on performance. For instance, an employee may discover that they are not reaching production goals because they are taking extra time doing something incorrectly. Knowing this, you are able to refer to this issue when improvements occur. When coaching, obstacles will arise and you need to be prepared to handle them with efficiency. The last thing you want to happen is your employee handing you an obstacle you cannot address because you are not prepared to handle the problem with a consistent response. Using the IRA steps to obstacle identification and removal is vital to the coaching process. Here is the breakdown of the process. Identify the obstacle. Have a frank discussion with your employee and determine what is blocking their performance. Waiting for them to give you the information voluntarily will probably not happen. Root out the cause. Many times underlying emotions or problems may be the cause of the obstacles. Ask probing questions and jot down answers. You might realize they have a fear that must be addressed. Antidote given. A remedy to the situation is needed in order to get past this obstacle. Brainstorm with your employee on ways to remove the obstacles. In some cases, you may have to try several different antidotes. Be patient if the cause is genuine. No matter what the perceived obstacles are, do not let it stifle your coaching objective. Rarely, you may encounter an employee that throws obstacles constantly your way in an effort to derail you. Identify this and address it with that employee, documenting every conversation. Exploring your employee's past performance and development is a great way to develop the reality of today's performance. Of course, you want to avoid belaboring a past mistake to the point where it makes the session ineffective. On the other hand, focusing on previous achievements helps to encourage your employee. Here are some things to focus from the past. Goals that were met. Great behaviors. Great attitudes. Problem solved. Using the past helps to recap where your employee is at today. It is like telling a story, but the end has not yet been determined. Use this time to speak positively to your employee. Avoid being negative or emphasizing the consequences to failure. This will leave an impression on your employee that could hinder their success. Setting a positive environment opens the door for the next part of the GROW model. Developing options is an essential step both you and your employee must take in order to continue toward meeting your development goals. Let us explore what this entails.